Shavua Tov, everyone. Welcome to video number 31 in our WhatsApp series. I adopted this story from Treasury of Hasidic Tales, which is the translation of the rendition in English of Supporting Hasidim by Rav Zevin. I call my rendition The Ticket Trade. It stars the Berditchev Rabbi, Levi Yitzchak, who is one of the most popular rabbis in Hasidic history, and one of the most holy, and he's best known for his energetic defense of all the Jewish people wherever they are on the spectrum. And he passed away in 1810. Once one of his Hasidim came to him, a wealthy Chassid, or a previously wealthy Chassid, who had lost all his fortune in some calamitous business deals, and told the Rabbi that now he has many creditors after him for repayment, and he has a daughter that he has to make a wedding for. So the Berditchev said to him, "I advise you to buy a lottery ticket." So the Chassid truly believed that he would win money in the lottery from the blessing of the Rabbi, but nevertheless he said, Rabbi, it could take months till my lottery ticket is a winner. And meanwhile, I have to deal with all the creditors on my case and arranging the wedding for my daughter. And the Berditchev said, "Don't worry, Hashem will send some money before you win the money." The Chassid began his return journey home, happy with the Rebbe's blessing. And of course, the first thing he did when he left the Rebbe was to buy a lottery ticket. He lived at quite a distance, so he had to stay overnight. He rented a small room in an inn. And in the same inn was staying one of the powerful noblemen of the region, let's say a duke for convenience sake. And this duke that night had a strange dream. He dreamed that there was a Jew staying in the same inn that had a winning lottery ticket. He woke up from it and he thought that's like bizarre, but he didn't think much about it, and he went back to sleep. But again, he had the same dream. So first thing in the morning, he told one of his attendants to please investigate in the inn if there's a Jew staying there. In the dream, he was told there was a Jew in the inn that had a winning ticket. So the attendant investigated, and sure enough, he found out a Jew and told him that the Duke demands that he come to his room. The Jew had no idea what the Duke wanted, but he had to go. So he entered with trepidation, and the Duke said to him, "Perhaps you have a lottery ticket?" And the Jew said, "Yes, I do." The Duke says, "You know what? I also have a lottery ticket. I tell you what, let's change tickets, and I'll give you a few rubles for your ticket." And the Jew said, "No, I'm happy with my ticket. Well, I'll give you 10 rubles. No, 20 rubles. No, 50 rubles. No, 100 rubles. No." Finally got to the point where the Duke offered him 1,000 rubles. And the Jew said to him, "I'm sorry, my ticket is not for sale. There's really nothing to talk about." So the Duke became incensed, and he told one of his attendants to take it from the Jew by force, and which they did. And of course, the Jew is very upset here. He had this ticket for the blessing from the Rebbe, and now it's stolen from him. But what could he do? He went back to his room and said the morning prayers. He had been waked early in the morning, didn't have time. And when he was finished, just as he was finished davening, the attendant came back to the room and said, "The Duke wants to see you again." "Oh no, what can they do to me now?" But he went with the attendant to the Duke's room, and the Duke said to him, "Look, I'm basically an honest man. I told you I would give you 1,000 rubles for your ticket, so and then I took it by force, so I apologize. Here's the 1,000 rubles." That's what counts for honesty by them. So the chassid took it, on one hand reluctantly, he'd rather have the ticket back, but on the other hand, at least this was enough money to be able to make a wedding, a fancy wedding even. So he set off back home, and when he got home, he arranged the wedding and everything, and it was very nice. And then not so long after that, a few months after that, his ticket won first place in the lottery. And it was a huge amount of money. His fortune was restored, plus a lot more, and he lived very comfortably, and his children lived very comfortably for the rest of their time. Now, this story was told by, one last detail first. He was so happy and excited and grateful when he won in the lottery that he immediately traveled to Berditchev to thank the Rabbi. First he had thanked God, of course, now he wants to thank the Rabbi. And the Rabbi told him, I saw that your luck I could see in the heavens that your luck was really running low. You didn't have mazel. And I had to summon the angel of dreams and send him to that duke in order that the ticket exchange would happen. And that you would have money right away in order to take care of your immediate needs. A smaller salvation before the greater salvation. Now, interestingly, we know the story from the first visions of Rabbi Menachem Mendel Hagar of Vision. He passed away in 1884. And when he would tell this story, he often used it to explain a difficult question that arises in the Torah portion that we read on Shabbat in Vayetzi. That is, it says in chapter 28, verse 15. This is during when Yaakov was having his dream of the angels going up and down the ladder to heaven, which among other things represents prayer. And God spoke to him in his dream and promised him various things, concluding with, "And I will not abandon you until after I have done all that I have spoken of for you." So what does it mean? He won't abandon him until after he's done everything for him, and then he'll abandon him? Yaakov will be abandoned by God? So the vision of the Rabbi explained, no, it doesn't mean that he will abandon him after he has done all that he has spoken of for him, but that he won't abandon him even before he has done all that he has spoken for him, as in the case of this story, that because he needed help until the blessings of the Rebbe came true, so he was granted a smaller salvation. Meanwhile, in the time that he needed to wait for the greater salvation.